I've been working, hit the flirt with death. I've been searching, I've been hurting, almost lost my breath. I just got some things I gotta get up off my chest. I'ma keep on fighting till I don't have nothing left.
Stay working, stay grinding, keep moving, stay shining. One line with one ring, cover down to the bank. I'm going up like a plane. Haters complain and go down like a drain. I am that one that you cannot recruit. I captured the flag and I made them salute. Top notch, keep moving like it's hopscotch. Can't stop, don't stop like a stopwatch. They plot, coming short like a crop top. I'm too hot, hit the shot before the shot clock. I see success in my range, bang on the game like what's that you claim. You can keep talking, I walk it, I live it, I crawl till I jog, then I run till I get it.
I've been working, hit the flirt with death. We done created an army. I see you haters upon me.
Welcome everyone at home to Wide Bay Pro Wrestling Fight or Die. My name is Lachlan Albert, here with Caleb at Maryborough City Hall. How are you tonight, Caleb?
Oh, Lachlan, it is good to be back in the saddle. It's been a while. I feel like we haven't done this for a little bit. It's good to be back.
Getting back in the saddle, and what a way to do it with Stepdad Chris taking on Captain Jozef Blackheart here in our opening contest.
You know what, Stepdad Chris, it's been a little while since he's been in the tag division. You see this sometimes with wrestlers. Their partner might get injured, they break away for a little bit, and they get on this tremendous singles run. And show after show, Stepdad Chris has been proving that he's got what it takes.
And not just here at Wide Bay either. Stepdad Chris has been on a roll around Queensland. And you can see the style here, the technical wrestling of Stepdad Chris, really advancing at a rate of knots. Got this wrist lock in here, nice and tight. And we'll see, a quick reversal there.
You can't take it away from Captain Blackheart. You know, he's got it in the back pocket. He knows how to get the job done as well.
Oh, and look here, Stepdad Chris already setting up for that signature spanking.
Oh, and it's a paddling already. I didn't think we were going to see a paddling this early in the match.
It's been under a minute already. Hands to asses here. And reverse fire from the captain.
Look, it's not very often your Stepdad feels it on the back end, but today he has.
You can see Captain Jozef Blackheart here, a very adaptable wrestler. Someone who studies the style of his opponents and comes prepared for that. You can see the butt-based offense already accounted for.
But that's the thing with a stepdad, you just never know what you're going to get. He's not your dad, he's a stepdad. So
that's
are you going to get the everyday run-of-the-mill, I'm just going to tell you the 9 to 5 stuff that we're going to do, or are you going to get a stepdad that might show a little bit more aggression than usual?
And I don't know if you've noticed here, Caleb, we've seen several moves targeting the buttocks right there. That hip toss landed the captain straight on his rear end, and that came after a couple big atomic drops.
Look at the small time we've been gone, Stepdad Chris might have turned into an arse man.
Perhaps inspired by Billy Gunn is Stepdad Chris. Now as Captain Jozef Blackheart takes control, a deep arm drag there, taking down the Stepdad before getting him up into the massive.
And we know that Stepdad Chris, look, that back ain't gonna hold up forever.
That backside. Big maneuver from Blackheart there, but only gets the 2 count. But again, those counts aren't all, those covers, I should say, aren't all about getting the win. Occasionally just draining the air from your opponent. And now some signature maneuver here from the captain as he goes to the top.
Are we going old school?
The captain's walking the plank.
Yeah, the crowd knows what's up.
Oh, and the knee right to the ribs by Stepdad Chris.
It's another spanking. It's another spanking.
Oh, and escaped there by Blackheart.
Look, I hate to say, that was a Captain Jack Sparrow move right there. Slippery and slithering was Captain Blackheart.
It's true, but the captain's cruising for a bruising right about now. That backside cannot be holding up well.
You slip a paddling once, you know it's coming up twice as hard.
And there it goes again, and we could hear that echoing all the way from over here.
That's a different kind of chop on the outside of the ring tonight, isn't it?
It sure is. And again, I tell you what, the follow-through in more ways than one of Stepdad Chris. And again, return fire from the captain.
How often do you think Stepdad Chris feels that?
It can't be often unless it's, you know...
Oh! And if this keeps up, Captain Blackheart might turn into Captain Black Ass.
I'm not excited for Captain Blackheart having to make the drive home after this match. That's a lot of sitting on a bruised buttock.
Look, I hope he doesn't have a long drive home. That's gonna be sore. Oh.
The double-hander there from the Stepdad.
He's not even targeting one cheek. He's going for both.
Some bilateral offense.
On the hardest part of the ring, right to the buttocks.
A truly focused and intense wrestling style here from Stepdad Chris. Nothing but took us here. Now going for the roll-up, and you can see the genius there of a cover that applies pressure to the rear end.
But you mentioned earlier on he was targeting lower back. I think he's targeting something lower.
The backslide there after the backside offense, and now a roll-up by Blackheart also only gets 2. An incredibly technical back-and-forth match here, as much as we make light of...
I think those continued kickouts are really taking these guys out. As you said, it's not about getting the pin. Sometimes it's just about depleting the enemy.
And let's also acknowledge the conditions. The conditions of this match. It is an extremely hot night here in Maryborough.
The humidity is up tonight. You can feel it in the hall.
So you have to imagine that what is happening here? It looks like attempted victory roll there from Blackheart.
I think we're getting another paddle in Lachlan. I'm going to leave you to call that one.
Bongos from both men. Only the 2 count, though.
I don't know who had the worst rear end of that one.
The blood has surely rushed to Captain Jozef Blackheart's head after being suspended upside down for that long.
But after those shots...
Just depositing the Stepdad there and maintaining wrist control. Captain once again looking for that maneuver he couldn't get off earlier.
If you can't succeed once, you walk the plank twice.
You know, Captain Jozef Blackheart keeps going for this move because, oh no, it's reversed again.
And that's not only going to hurt the lower back, with the amount of paddling that's been going on, the rear end is going to be taking it every time.
You can see once again setting up for it here. Into the roll through. 2, there's the 3.
Forgive me, but I actually am unfamiliar with these two. It's my first time witnessing it. But just off pure atmosphere in here alone, this is going to be a surefire banger. So please correct me if I'm wrong, but this should be a banger, right?
You're absolutely right. These are 2 men with a hell of a future ahead of them. Both Don O'Reilly, who you can see in the shorts, and BK Calloway in the black trunks.
Look, I don't like to throw the term aura around too lightly, but just from what these guys create by walking to the ring, they feel it.
Yeah, BK Calloway is somebody who, and I'm not sure if this comes through in the footage you might be seeing of this match, but the dude is massive, physically so imposing, and you can see just then taking Don O'Reilly over very quickly.
Like walking out, I got a Bronson Reed feel. I feel like we're going to see an absolute monster in the ring.
You're not wrong, but there you can see Don O'Reilly is a fighter. He's got that agility, he's got that technique. He's someone who you've got to be watching for at every possible moment. And here, maybe looking for a test of strength against BK Calloway.
You got to respect the smaller man in the match. Want him to go, put it up. Or is this a psychological thing?
I think there might be the answer to your question straight away, Caleb. Calloway playing, Don O'Reilly playing with BK Calloway.
And as you mentioned, there's the speed. Only slightly, that's all it takes.
BK Calloway, someone used to intimidating his opponents, cannot be happy with how cocky Don O'Reilly is here. Jumping right over the top of Calloway and going for a pounce.
He cracked the door open, he's going to take that. He's going to get that speed and he's going to take that opening.
Every time, and now...
And testing the strength once again.
But pivoting around BK Calloway as well. You could see that 90-degree pivot there. Went for the clothesline, got ducked by Calloway, who went to take the power. Oh,
First cutter.
that leaping neck breaker there from O'Reilly, who pops right on up.
Is this a display of confidence or cockiness? Is that going to be a downfall?
Hey, when you're as good as Don O'Reilly is, the two are almost one and the same, and you can see here.
Look, there's a fine line if you can walk it.
Oh, and did you see the way Calloway just got him right up into a powerbomb position?
Strength from the man.
Buckle bomb followed by the big boot directly into the cover.
That felt like the biggest of boots going to a man's face.
And not only that, using the momentum of O'Reilly being just sprung out of that turnbuckle after the buckle
People that
bomb.
haven't been in the ring understand the momentum that those ropes shoot you off.
Truly, every time you see those ropes bounce, it's just steel cable in the middle, covered in rope and tape.
And there's not a lot of give. You have to throw yourself into those ropes to create that momentum.
And you can see now, as soon as BK Calloway has the upper hand, it is not looking good for O'Reilly.
But that agility works at the beginning, and if you can keep it up, it can win you the match. But look, pure strength, out-muscling is going to work everything.
And you wanted to talk about cockiness from O'Reilly before. You heard it there from Calloway mocking the crowd in support of Don.
But with strength like this, you can have that cockiness. I feel like here it's not just the knee that's going to be driving the pain, it's the pure force of the muscles pushing him down. That's going to be making not just the back but the top side hurt so much.
And combine that with the psychological impact. You could hear Calloway there yelling, "Give up, Don." But here, O'Reilly fighting out, delivering the forearms to the chest of Calloway. Managing to avoid the clothesline in the corner there before driving Calloway's face into that top turnbuckle. And this is the kind of match where, as you see this go on, we're looking at what the future of title scenes are going to look like. You can see straight away. Oh!
I had to question the move there. I didn't know if O'Reilly was going to be able to pick him up.
Only two, though, from Calloway, who you can see getting frustrated now. And frustrated at the crowd, too.
And that could be the downfall. He can get too focused on the crowd. Sometimes that frustration is not what you need.
You can see right now Calloway trying to take the air out of Don O'Reilly. Don O'Reilly trying to get the crowd behind him as he tries to fight out of this. Get some momentum going.
And for two guys that are relatively new to the wide-based scene, the crowd is getting behind O'Reilly right now.
O'Reilly's a guy with a lot of... Oh! You can see just grabbing the hair there is Calloway, being willing to take any advantage he can get.
You mentioned title scenes before. Look, this could be the future of the Brute Force or Interstate title scene. One of these men could easily take that title of any of our future champions.
I mentioned that Calloway was representing the Sanctum. He's one half of a tag team that just held tag titles for, I believe, over 450 days.
I didn't even think of the tag scene. These guys could easily come in and, with their own partners, take over the tag team division as well.
Well and truly, both guys with a massive future ahead of them, and you can see the submission here from Calloway. Once again, just trying to grind out O'Reilly. Use that greater weight, that greater strength.
Those knees to the back are just going to be doing damage. But once again, O'Reilly's proving he's digging deep, but he can get back up.
You can see there just those flying fists and forearms. Both men trying to take advantage any way they can. O'Reilly now rolling through, only getting a 1 there, but a big turn of momentum.
But look at the speed, the momentum is turning. And we mention this all the time, these kickouts can be draining for the opponent.
Especially when you're someone the size of BK Calloway, to move all of that weight off the mat looking for the crucifix here, and he gets it. A 2 count there.
That is 3 kickouts in the span of a minute. That has to do something to Calloway.
He's got to drain the tank, but Calloway still with some agility. Big snap power slam from BK. Only the 2 count though.
We don't know how that lower back throw Riley's going though. Calloway's been working it the whole match.
Now quietly, I will say I've known BK Calloway for a long time, before he was a wrestler even. And it's been wild to watch over the last few years, just the aggression building in him.
I was going to say, has he always been this aggressive in this angle?
No, I just knew him as a kid, and now he is this angry young man who's just willing to take any advantage presented to him. Meanwhile, Don O'Reilly, a hell of a young fighter.
It's not always about how you get the win, it's just getting the win sometimes.
And for Don O'Reilly here, it has to not be about the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. And you can see O'Reilly refusing to give an inch to BK Calloway.
That felt like his wheelhouse up on the ropes right there.
Both men worse for wear right now, but it seems O'Reilly might have the advantage as BK Calloway tries to lift himself in the corner.
And it seems that he's struggling to lift himself. Well, that is a lot of weight to hold up.
Back elbow there, rolls through with Calloway into that kick right to the chest.
That's going to struggle the breathing too.
That's right, you get that swelling around the chest area, compressing the lungs, dropping the face of Calloway right onto his knee. The crowd now firmly behind Don O'Reilly.
I don't think O'Reilly should be slowing down though. I think he should be keeping the momentum up.
Considering how far he is from home, the 4-3 OG has the crowd's support. Looking for it again. And he plants him. Could be it here for Calloway, but O'Reilly not capitalizing just yet.
That felt like a missed opportunity.
Todd Eastman making his way to the ring, phone in hand.
What does he have to do with this match at all?
I know that Don O'Reilly wrestled Todd's client, Mitch Ryder, last show.
Okay.
Todd with the camera out, he looks to, I guess,
scouting?
Scouting, maybe? I haven't really seen this kind of thing from Todd before. He's the referee, thumb to the eye from BK Calloway. As Todd distracts the referee. Here is your winner, BK Calloway. Be set for one fall and is for the Brute Force Championship. Introducing first the challenger, standing to my left, hailing from the Gold Coast, representing Strong 94, Xtina. And introducing the champion, hailing from Brisbane, he is the Hyper Male.
And the host of the greatest Australian wrestling podcast of all time.
And he is the host of the greatest Australian wrestling podcast of all time, the Hyper Male, Roberto! I'll give him one for that. I'm going to give him one for that podcast comment at some point.
I hate to go from one bald idiot in Todd Eastman to another bald idiot in Roberto. I guess this is where we're at.
And we've got our referee, a former bald idiot in the form of Blair
Yeah, I
Seeker.
like to think he's called Hair Seeker now, not
Hair Seeker, yeah, that's good, that's good.
Yes, better. Right down.
Well, Blair Seeker's apparently going to call it right down the middle.
His hair's got a part right down the middle too at the back there, so I don't think anything's going to be called down the middle.
I'm not going to call it right down the middle. I hope Roberto gets his ass kicked in this match. I gotta be real. I am such a fan of Xtina Kade's work, and Roberto is just a jerk.
And you know what? This is not the main event by any means. We're only in the third match tonight. This feels like a main event. Did you hear the crowd when Xtina came out? You were in the ring. You were in the middle of that.
There is always a lot of energy on the side of Xtina Kade in a wide bay ring. She is a fan favorite through and
I
through.
think she could be the fan favorite, the way the crowd's going to. And getting
Very few people that the crowd love as much as Xtina Kade. Maybe only her tag team partner in Strong 94, Renegade, who's going to be challenging for the Wide Bay Pro Championship later tonight.
She's got the cool gear or because she's got the tattoos. She's proven match after match. She's one of the best in the ring out there at the moment and getting better every time.
And right now, you can see Xtina Kade is in control of this match. You can see the way she just took down Roberto time after time. Complete control here from the pint-sized powerhouse, Xtina Kade.
You know, there's one thing that she's going to have to be careful. There is a hot night here in the cheapest lives to get Roberto in a headlock or anything. That bald head's going to slip straight out.
That's very
Could
true.
be an advantage to someone like Roberto. He could be aiming to use those kind of tricks. We've seen him do worse.
Now, talking the larger context right now, and you can see there, the Hypermale trying to trip Xtina. Kade managing to hold Roberto the whole way down, really slow it down.
Push it back with that strength. This is not what I thought would happen. I thought Roberto maybe had to out-power this thing. So she's proving she's got some strength behind her.
Well and truly, and the force Roberto is having to apply to get those shoulders down. And Xtina Kade managing to pop up at 2 every time.
Combat 94 may not just be a name for a team. It may actually be something she reached.
And Xtina Kade now holding up the entire body weight of Roberto.
I can't say that's the body weight I'd want to be holding up in the middle of a match.
If you've been keeping up with wrestling in Australia recent, look at Xtina Kade go. Popping off the ropes into a deep lucha-style arm drag there. Ducking the clothesline of Roberto. Enziguri there, maybe a Gamangiri closer too. And Xtina Kade has unlocked a new level of confidence over the past few weeks. She was at the EPW Super Camp in Perth only a couple of weeks ago. And you can see her now jumping straight over those clubbing blows of Roberto.
And Roberto does not like to be outworked. It gets under his skin, and we've seen him get frustrated like that.
Roberto now driven into that corner post, and a reminder here, as much as Seeker's going to call it down the middle, there's no disqualifications to call here.
But we mentioned this show after show, those aren't round corner posts. Those aren't round posts, they're square.
Those corners are gnarly. That is not where you want to be.
Maybe an improvement on Roberto's face there.
And I've got to say, a week ago today, I saw what might have been Xtina Kade's most impressive performance so far in a 4-way match, including against former Wide Bay Pro champion Craven, where she held her own incredibly well, almost becoming the new Pro Wrestling League openweight champion. And with that great title experience behind her, could be gold in her future here tonight.
Tonight may be her time to shine. It might not just be in a sense of talking about the match, talking about her ability. There will be some shine around her waist by the end of the night.
Well and truly, Xtina Kade is on fire right now. Look, we got to offer the respect to Roberto, unfortunately. You can see that big knee lift in the corner by Kade. But Roberto is a champion for a reason, multiple-time brute force champion, we should mention.
And you know what? He's actually been a very good champion. He's taken that title and he's given it a bit more credibility. We've seen it become a title that people are actually chasing. A title people are chasing in this company.
And you can see the way right there that Roberto has become the brute force champion and held that title is by taking advantage of the lack of rules.
Look, brute force rules, it's part of the game. We can't argue with it. Do we like it? No. Is it allowed? Unfortunately, yes.
Bit of unfriendly communication between the hyper male and our referee Blair Seeker there.
Look, if the tension gets any tighter between these two, that spot on the back of Hair Seeker's head may get a bit thinner.
You can see Seeker there making the count on account of the choke there, but this is brute force rules. There's no disqualification to be had. Seeker can't do anything about this brutal
You've got to
choke.
think at some point Seeker's going to be questioning what's going on. I know it's allowed, but Seeker can't just let it continue to happen.
And we do have to acknowledge that, you know, if it comes a point where Xtina Kade can't physically continue, if she gets choked out to the point of unconsciousness, Seeker is going to have to call the match in favour of the hyper male. Some kind of sidewalk slam there from the hyper male.
Give Seeker credit, that wasn't a fast count. That was a normal count.
It was about as down the middle as you're going to get. Credit to Blair Seeker there. And up goes Xtina Kade. Hyper male looking for something there, but Kade dodging out of it before hitting the back elbow.
Trying to use that
Roberto.
speed to her advantage, but Roberto just with that strength. He's always going to have that physicalness over her in this match.
And I've got to acknowledge the shape that both of these competitors are in. This is, for both Xtina Kade and Roberto, maybe the best they've looked in their careers. You know, Roberto talks a lot about being the hyper male, being the perfect example of the champion.
So you need an image to call yourself that.
And he is on top of his game at the moment.
Since becoming the hyper male, he has transformed himself, no pun intended. He's actually become a different level of competitor.
And now we're seeing just using those turnbuckles to his advantage now and posing to the crowd. Xtina Kade stuck in the tree of woe here as, the drop kick right to the midsection from Roberto. You can see the blood would have been rushing to Xtina Kade's head then, making it hard to anticipate what's coming.
But only is that going to create a lightheadedness as you're hanging there? That kick to the stomach is just going to win you. Getting up is not going to feel good.
And you've also got to acknowledge the drop that happens after coming down from that turnbuckle immediately after the move. Like, there's nothing good about that. And once again, the hyper male setting up but getting dragged through and sent into the turnbuckle before a deep forearm from Kade, followed up with a couple more. Xtina Kade goes off the ropes, head scissors, takes the hyper male down with a Rana.
This may be the swing of the match that we've been looking for.
And momentum is such an important part of these title matches. Right now, this match is going in Xtina Kade's favour. She has to keep it there. Went for the satellite DDT but got blocked.
And you know, as much, if the momentum does swing in Xtina's way, the crowd will be right behind her.
Oh! That didn't look good at all. And still, no! Xtina Kade somehow managing to kick out of that bomb from the hyper male.
You know Roberto's not going to be happy with that.
Conflict now between Seeker and Roberto.
You could feel the tension building, and that was coming throughout the entire match.
The code breaker from Seeker. And now Kade with the satellite DDT. Makes the cover.
She's done it!
Here is your winner. And new Brute Force Champion, Xtina Kade!
your student, if you will, but the only thing I learned is how much of a great actor you are. What I mean by that is this hyper male thing is all an act. I know for a fact, Roberto, that you still live at home with your mum. I know for a fact that your mum still makes your lunch while you go to work. So let me tell you something, Roberto. Next month, November 29th, I'm going to expose you like the fool you are. You're just a wannabe boy speaker. So you better get shredding, you better get hyper, because it's the end of you, buddy.
We done created an army. I see you haters upon me.
Introducing first the challenger, standing to my left, hailing from Yeetsville, he is the lean, mean Yeet machine, Alex Yeet Stevens! And the champion, standing to my right, hailing from Diamond City, he is a cut above. He is your Wide Bay Pro Interstate Champion, EC Diamond! Big fight feel here as Diamond and Yeet line up over the
Wide Bay's very best at going at it right now.
Well and truly, you know, Yeet Stevens, a former Wide Bay Pro champion. EC Diamond, one of the most well-respected wrestlers in the state.
And we mentioned people climbing the ranks, climbing the card, and showing match after match at Wide Bay. That's EC Diamond, who not only becoming a crowd favourite, like we mentioned with Kade, but becoming one of Wide Bay's very best and most notable, recognisable, however you want to put it. That's EC Diamond.
But exactly the same can be said for Yeet Stevens, a crowd behind him,
A man that
yeeting
carried
away.
this company for quite a while as Wide Bay champion.
Very true. Alex Yeet Stevens offering the show of respect to Diamond.
You love to see it.
You'll love to see it. This is truly going to be a big fight here as Diamond manages to go behind, get wrist control.
And that was the right way to start, though.
The power of Alex Stevens is hard to argue with.
It's going to be hard to see which way the crowd's going to go in this match, though, because both of these guys, the crowd, absolutely love it.
Well, that's part of what's going to make this interesting, is that both of these guys thrive on having the crowd's support. They're both guys who, when things aren't going their way, they get that energy from the crowd to build up. So when the crowd has so much respect for both of them, if they're not going to offer that for one competitor or the other, what does it do to their game plan?
And we made you see it torn straight down the middle.
Tailor the tape, you've got to give height, weight, strength, all going to Yeet Stevens, but
We say experience as well.
well, the experience is going to go the way of EC Diamond. As much as both men are very well traveled, EC Diamond has been wrestling since he was a very young kid. Alex Stevens making his debut in 2020. It's been a stellar rise for Stevens, but
I can let me reframe that question. Big match experience. Still giving it to show strength.
in terms of big match experience, it might be down the middle. Both of these men have been at the top of the cards for the last few years. Right now, some dominance from Alex Stevens, who this might not be the way you expect to see the early match go. Normally, agility comes out early, and then once the match slows down, the power game takes effect. But here we're seeing, just the raw power of Alex Stevens taking over already.
You don't usually see EC get cut off like this, but the start of this match is not what EC is used to.
Both these men also very widely traveled, having gone over to America for training.
A couple of minutes ago, the crowd was yeeting, and now we've got an EC Diamond chant instead. How is this going to play?
Oh, thudding chop.
I know how that's going to play.
And now EC sending it back to Stevens.
Tell me, Lachlan, do you want to take any of those shots from either of these men?
God, no. And what we're seeing from Yeet here is something that we only get to see quite rarely. It looks like the full scope of his aggression is on display. You do not want to face off against an angry Alex Stevens. That dude is mean.
Which that might be what he has to pull out tonight. He might have to pull out that aggression with the crowd somewhat not being completely behind him.
The back elbow there of EC Diamond, and now lifting the foot, using the momentum of Stevens against him. EC looking to get Stevens up, but doesn't quite have the strength.
Look, I don't know if that's going to happen.
You can see just deposited in the middle of the ring there is EC Diamond.
Could recent match experience be going against EC Diamond? Because is he used to facing such larger-than-life athletes like Yeet Stevens?
That's a really good point. EC Diamond's someone who often goes for those technical matchups, you know, likes to really out-wrestle his opponents, not just go blow for blow. And Yeet Stevens now, missing that leg drop.
We've seen him have the classics with James Jaeger here by Kade. It's a different side.
Whereas Yeet Stevens very used to taking on smaller opponents and just being able to manhandle the way he is right now.
Is there really anyone that's on the size of Yeet?
Very few.
Very, very few.
We've seen Alex Stevens go up against guys like Rip Riley and still just about have the size advantage. So,
and if it's not the size advantage, it's a strength advantage. These last 12 to 24 months, Yeet has packed on some muscle. He can hit the gym, and what he always was a strong body. Speaking of strong bodies, that's a lot of muscle and weight going over the top rope to the floor.
But what you saw just there is the ring IQ of EC Diamond. He knew that all of that force of Alex Stevens was coming at him, so he used it against Stevens, dropping that top rope, letting him fly over the top.
I don't know if you notice that, Lachlan. You don't often see Yeet going at the crowd like that. It's not really in his wheelhouse or what he was used to doing.
But Caleb, that could be an X factor in his favor here. Again, if he's able to access a more aggressive side, it could just be the thing that puts him over the edge here and makes him the new interstate champion.
That's the second or third time that EC's gone for that. Just any form of lift. I don't think it's getting lifted.
EC Diamond has been an exemplary interstate champion so far, taking on all comers. Of course, we just announced that Adam Brooks, the MCW Inter-Commonwealth champion, is going to be here for Hall Brawl
Not to
next
take
show.
anything away from this match at all, but I'm so excited to see Brooksy back at White.
Well, something to keep in mind is we've previously seen him challenge for the interstate title.
We have, yes, we have.
Adam Brooks could be next on the docket for whoever wins this match.
Either competitor is an outstanding stellar match.
Only the two there for Yeet Stevens, though.
It feels like Yeet has had much more of a control in this match so far. EC's getting those bursts, but it just feels like every time he tries to sneak around that corner, Yeet's there to stop him.
Yeah, the moments where Diamond has been in control have been the exception and not the rule. Alex Stevens just letting that power game take him all the way here, perhaps.
I feel like he hasn't even broken his sweat yet. I feel like he's playing with his food.
But that's smart from Stevens. Keep the pace slow. Don't let Diamond get those explosive moments.
We mentioned cracking the doors before. EC needs a look right there. Quick roll, but once again.
EC getting a big blow in there.
This may be the opening that he's been waiting for.
Flying forearms there by Diamond, staggering.
He's wobbling, but he's not budging.
Almost down to a knee, not quite.
How much is it going to take to get this man down?
Incredible standing drop kick by Diamond there. Diamond now manages to get Alex up. The Death Valley driver there by EC
I
Diamond.
don't think we were going to see that tonight.
Oh, and only a 2 count.
Look, I saw you reaching for the bell then. You thought this was done, didn't you?
I thought it was done. I thought that was a... How often do you see a move like a Death Valley driver delivered to Yeet Stevens? The idea of lifting a man the size of Alex Stevens is just insane.
EC Diamond is no small man either. He is much bigger than you and I. He could beat the absolute crap out of both of us. But Yeet is just...
And here you can see both men have studied each other. The super kick intercepted. The first double axe handle strike was ducked, but... Oh, Alex picking up EC now.
I hate to say it, but I feel like the Yeet was not as well responded by the crowd there. Oh, I stand corrected.
That back body drop coming from just about orbit there. The big elbow drop by Alex Stevens. Setting up, kind of toying with his prey now is the big man. The Yeet bomb delivered, and we've got a new champion. No! The resilience of both of these men, my goodness.
I thought we were done. I genuinely thought we were done there. I did not know how EC gets out of that lock-in. Is EC digging into that final reserve? Is this...
I can't imagine having anything left after kicking out of a Yeet bomb like that.
We don't see people ever kick out of the Yeet.
But if that didn't finish it, this will. EC is up and comes back down over. He's looking for the backslide here.
That's a lot of weight to pull him over into a backslide.
Stevens resists. Fighting for control now. Diamond managed to roll through. Looks like he might have gotten the ankle of Stevens there for a moment. Oh. Devastating super kick by Diamond. Gets
I feel like I saw a truth code flying out. There was force behind that super kick.
And another one.
I feel like he walked through that one.
The resilience there of Stevens. Did Yeet maybe put an attack on the shin there? Oh, caught there, rolled through. What? There it is. Here is your winner,
needed an army. I see you haters upon me.
Ladies and gentlemen of...
Wait, where are we again? Maryborough.
You said we're coming to Brisbane!
I know, right?
Ladies and gentlemen of... You should be happy! We came here! Who gives? We're better than all that! That's why we have fly all the way down from the golden country of Townsville. We're a town, and the only good thing about this place is we believe in it! So what was that? I don't think your English is really good. Did you go to year 2? I don't think they have it up here, do they? The team of Andre Onions and Boyz.
Number 1 contendership action here for the Wide Bay Pro Tag Team titles. And clear favorites, Good Boyz Inc. make their way to the ring. I'll say respectfully, some of my favorites as well. I love watching Good Boyz Inc. work.
Look, it's been a night of big match feel after big match feel. We're in for another one.
Bones and Andre Irons, two great competitors that are greatly in sync. Meanwhile, on the other side, Whiplash and James Sugar Williams. I gotta be honest, they're just kind of jerks.
They're from North Queensland. You expect any less?
Yeah, the town. There we go. Finger to the referee there. Just an absolute lack of respect already from Whiplash.
Like the further you get down the coast, the more common sense and common decency comes from the people. It's just built different up there.
That's exactly right. So we can see starting the match here in the red is Bones of Good Boyz Inc. And in the black and green is Whiplash, the usurper.
Looks like Whiplash.
And you can see James Sugar Williams immediately getting involved there, distracting Bones so that Whiplash could take advantage.
And that's going to be a consistent element to this match. These two are going to use every underhanded tactic to try and pull out a win.
You're exactly right. And look, in saying that, Good Boyz Inc., such an established, well-oiled machine of a tag team. We spoke, right to the elbow there. We spoke earlier tonight about BK Calloway and the Sanctum and his incredible tag team run. The tag team that took the titles from the Sanctum were Good Boyz Inc. These guys are very on the money, very technically savvy, and very charismatic. You'll see the crowd behind them straight away here.
Like, you get a lot of good tag teams out there, a lot of guys that know how to work together. It's not very often you find synchronization like this.
And there was a lack of synchronization right there as James Sugar Williams just hit Whiplash with an elbow. And Andre Irons goes up top and just snaps that elbow before just planting James Sugar Williams into the mat there. Only getting a 1 count for it though. The aggression of Williams is not to be undermined. Spinning back kick there, followed by the fist drop of Bones. This is what I mean by that well-oiled tag team.
And those quick tags are going to keep this match fresh. These fans getting a little break every, say, minute and a half and 2 minutes. So you win matches. It's tag team match 101.
Don't know if you caught it there, but Whiplash not super confident As soon as the fists came in his direction, he was right to the outside. Good Boyz Inc. showing how well they work together as a duo. And I've got to be honest, it's incredible seeing these guys as a duo because really, I think that both of them to be incredibly successful solo.
You know, and that sometimes makes the absolute best tag teams. Two incredible singles competitors, they can even better tag teams.
That's exactly right. The tag team champions, undeniable, have to be keeping a close eye on this match.
One thing I've noticed about Good Boyz Inc. is there doesn't seem to be an ego involved. It's
Not at all.
I'm better than you, you're better than me. It's, these guys are together and they know how good each other are and they know how good they can be together and get it done.
I actually will fight back on that just a little bit. Sometimes when you see Andre Irons working solo, he can get that ego about him. Something about tagging with Bones.
Back to earth?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen that side of Andre here a while before. He's used those underhanded tactics. Tonight I'm seeing a different side.
Go to feet, followed by that leap from Bones. Only gets a 2 count there.
Incredible tag team offense there showed by Good Boyz Inc.
Again, though, you're looking at Whiplash as a very strong competitor up in North Queensland. The former Jade Dragon. Call him the usurper. That could have something to do with the fact that just recently... Oh, he's going for the eyes there of Andre Irons. You can see the referee, getting involved, but James Sugar Williams taking advantage.
This seems to be the tactics. Whiplash. They get the ref turning his back and they use it. The thumb to the eye, the pull to the corner. They're cutting that red off. They're cutting it in half.
And from Bones' perspective, you can't just stand on the outside while that's happening to someone that you've fought alongside for years, someone that's such a close friend. You see them in trouble, you want to get in there and help them, and inadvertently distract the referee in the process.
And they know that. They know that's going to happen. They use that to their advantage every single time.
I want to mention quickly Whiplash, the pupil of former Wide Bay Pro champion Tim Hayden, who he recently actually just turned on, claiming the empire for himself up there in Townsville.
I remember that world title run of Hayden in Wide Bay. There was no slouch. So to be a pupil of that man, you know you've got some boots in his legs.
And you can watch, you can see the influence of top tier on these two men, the way they're working together, isolating their opponent. Andre trying to make the tag to Bones, but can't quite reach there as James Sugar Williams holds him back.
And if you remember, like, top tier dominated Wide Bay quite a while.
Enziguri there from Whiplash, followed by a snap DDT from Williams. Low clothesline there from Whiplash. And that sense of momentum that you're seeing from these North Queensland boys.
But this may be what the Good Boyz need. They get that crowd behind them, they'll get that burst of energy. You see Bones on the apron, he's speeding to get in there.
And you have to imagine that as soon as, and once again, that excitement of Bones, that desire to help Andre.
He's falling victim to it every single time.
The knee driven right into the back of Andre Irons there by Whiplash. Goes for the cover. Only gets 2. Again, draining the energy from the man on the mat.
And Irons has been in there for a while at this point. He may need to get off back.
You can see now the chin lock being put in by Whiplash, slowing the match down. Whiplash and James Williams do not want to let Good Boyz Inc. get that fast pace built up because they know how dangerous it can be. These are smart competitors. They would have studied the tapes. Look at that.
Gets in this match. That's a cage jungle trying to get in there.
And now Andre just sending Whiplash right into Williams.
That cage may be open in a second.
These teams, there we go, Bones is in and immediately taking down Whiplash. Back elbow to Williams. Clothesline to Whiplash. Boot to Williams. Sends him back up with another kick. Kick received there. Leaping into the drop kick goes Bones.
He has been hanging to get this offense off.
And you can see the way Bones just throws caution to the wind, sending his entire body weight into his opponents. Absolutely dropping Williams now.
You can't be rocking a mullet with a mustache like that and not expect to have some high-powered offense.
Very true. Here goes Bones. Blockbuster from the top. Oh, and Williams breaks it up. Andre Irons on the floor on the outside seems to think that it could have been it, but not quite.
Essentially a handicap match right now after Irons took that beating to start out this match.
Sling blade from Whiplash there. Only gets two. Absolute venom on that Tanahashi clothesline. James Sugar Williams tagged in now, and you have to imagine that either of these teams would be so ready to become the Wide Bay Pro Tag Team Champions. Andre Irons helping Bones land on his feet.
But Whiplash and Williams had some dirty intentions there. They meant to killing one of the group.
Over the top goes Irons.
You made him check that, man.
Tag made. Very little regard for his own well-being as Andre Irons just absolutely focused on becoming #1 contender for the tag team. Double stomp into the stunner. Here are your winners and new #1 contenders for the Wide Bay Pro Tag Team titles, Good Boyz Inc.
Created an army. I see you haters upon me.
And a match like we are about to see.
Look, one of the fastest rising stars we have to offer, Queensland has to offer, Certified Papi. That man has a dream that may be killed today.
Very true, and with the way Certified Papi has been rising through the ranks here at Wide Bay, you have to imagine that if he's able to hold on to that Rising Tide Cup and claim a championship match with it, he could very easily be holding gold soon.
But he's got no slouch in the ring. We've seen Jaeger hold gold.
Jaeger, of course, a former interstate champion, but taking a devastating drop kick there from Certified Papi.
We've seen over the last couple of years the confidence growing Papi. This man, people didn't believe in him when he first came into this company, but he has shown his worth back to back. Let me rephrase that. He's shown his worth.
Devil's kiss there from Papi on James Jaeger.
There may be no better devil's kiss in the industry. Just calling it right now.
Very true. Early in this match, Papi clearly in control here. James Jaeger not in a good position at the start of this matchup, but you can see how quickly he can capitalize here. Maybe killing any dreams that Papi had of fathering children there.
And very much so like Roberto, Jaeger is just someone that will get under your skin but take any tactic he can.
And look, now, with the height that he's got on Papi, oh my goodness.
It's a long way down to Papi to go.
James Jaeger just taunting the crowd now. He's got the chain that was around Certified Papi's neck, and the ref's
gonna have to watch this.
Big forearm there though from James Jaeger while the ref deposits that chain.
Like the ref having his back turned is not what you need in James Jaeger.
That is one of the loudest chops I've ever heard at City Hall here.
You taking that one?
Oh God, no. You can see there, Certified Papi using the ropes, being aware of the ring positioning to break the count there. Smart wrestling by Papi.
We talk ring IQ behind this table. James Jaeger has one of the highest ring IQs we know. This man, look, he looks a little bit crazy, he sounds a little bit crazy, but he's got the ring IQ. He knows where he is at every moment in the match.
Looked like Papi might have been going for that devil's kiss again, but now in the electric chair position, manages to land on his feet, but gets spun out. Oh, and taken down with that Rainmaker-style clothesline. Only gets a 2 count, but that cannot put Certified Papi in a good position.
The one thing that Papi is always going to have to fight from is the bottom, because he's given up a lot of size to anyone who's in the ring.
Considering his frame, though, the shape Certified Papi is in is absolutely incredible. The dude is jacked.
This man has packed on some muscle in the last 12 months. Let me tell you that.
But jacked isn't going to do much against the power of someone like James Jaeger, who is deceptively strong. I don't know if you saw Jaeger getting in my face while I was in there to announce competitors. Just gave me a little shove to the head, almost took me off my feet. I was lucky the ropes were there.
It's not the kind of man you want to be getting shoved by in the ring.
No, he's just... And it's not very nice. I don't know how to react to it anymore. He's not a nice man.
You're not really there to call the matches off. You're not there to take it. Like,
I'm not trained to be taking moves. It's very dangerous.
but that's the mentality of someone that James Jaeger has. He doesn't care. He'll go after anyone, no matter size, no matter ability. He doesn't care.
And look, again, using the ropes to his advantage, like we said.
But not even just using his foot to hold him down. He was sitting on Papi then, using his entire body weight to push the rope into his neck.
Really just consistently disgusting tactics from Jaeger. He's not here to win matches, he's here to hurt people.
Like as one of the greats once said, he's not here to make friends, he's here to make money. That's all he's here for.
The leap by Papi into the corner there.
It's maybe the opening that Papi's been looking for.
And he's building to it. Oh, intercepted there by Jaeger with the pop-up forearm. That is devastating. You can see our referee Cody there checking that Certified Papi remained conscious after that forearm because, oh my goodness.
This pace doesn't always suit Papi. He does prefer the speed, he does prefer to use the quickness that he has. But this isn't just slow by Jaeger, it's methodical. This man is one of the slimiest there is. And he will take you down, grind you down, and make sure you get the beating you deserve.
And you can see the way Jaeger's offense has been focused on the head and neck of Certified Papi. Jaw-jacking with the crowd now. Papi not in a good place here.
Well, we've seen Papi come from here down before. There's been quite often that he literally had the crap to beat him out of him, and he's dug deep and got the win.
And once again, the neck and the upper shoulders of Certified Papi just drilled into the boards.
People don't understand how hard that mat is. It's not just, it's a thin bit of foam. There is planks of wood underneath that ring.
Planks of wood held up by metal. That's what you're looking at.
Simple as it gets.
And now the forearms from Certified Papi as he fights
He's
back.
getting aggression coming back from him.
Oh,
I think I got a little bit ahead of myself.
Jaeger went for that lariat again. Into the, oh, satellite DDT there.
That's the opening Papi's been looking for.
Incredible maneuver from Certified Papi, but he'll need to capitalize on it.
He needs to make sure he gets to his feet now.
He's willing the crowd.
And the crowd is surely getting behind Papi right now.
Oh, both men just getting to their feet in time to keep this match going.
Papi's quick into the offense here, Lachlan. That deceptive strength.
Right now it is all Papi as he moves to the outside, through the middle into the top kick. And off the ropes, goes up and around, takes down Jaeger.
Like every good freak in the sheets, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And that's what Papi's looking for.
Only a 2 count there though for Papi. The Dream Killer keeping the dream alive just. And we've got to remember how much is on the line here. The Rising Tide Cup, the opportunity to challenge for a championship here. Both of these men definitely have the potential to put gold around their waists using that Rising Tide Cup.
And a championship of choice as well. You could go for the world title, the brute force, the interstate. That could be a stepping stone to a major place in your career.
There's so many things we could see. Could we see, oh! Well, never mind. It's James Jaeger's to do with as he, no! I was sure James Jaeger had just won the title there. That lariat just about taking the head off of Certified Papi.
I know you can see that weakness in Papi's body right now. He is not looking good.
Solo vet killer there by Jaeger. Only gets 2.
I don't know where Papi's pulling this from.
Jaeger now having words with the crowd.
Look, I don't think this is smart by Jaeger though, because he's given Papi that little bit of time to recover. He should be capitalizing on this moment.
At the same time though, we said before, slowing down the pace favors Jaeger.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, roll through there by Papi. Oh, into the stomp, right in the chest, right in the heart of the Dream Killer now. Certified Papi calling for it, going up to the top. The stomp through the air. Here is your winner and still Rising Tide Cup holder, Certified Papi.
me, I've had this beautiful, shiny cup for a little while now. And it's about damn time I catch this thing in! So I'm weighing up my options, okay? So we've got the Brute Force Championship. I don't mind Tertius, alright. We've got the Interstate title. He's a good brother. Or we can wait for the next match to see if I can become the Lightweight Heavyweight Champion. Or I can look for someone a little more across the country. We know he's returning. You all know he'll be here November 29th. We all know he has that shiny MCW Intercontinental Championship.
Created an army. I see you haters upon me.
The following contest is a singles match set for 1 fall. And is for the Wide Bay Pro Championship. Introducing first the challenger, standing to my left. From the Gold Coast, representing strong 94, he is the big boy, Renegade! And introducing the champion, standing at 242 pounds, representing Undeniable, he is Bishop!
We've said big fight feel a couple of times tonight, but it doesn't get much bigger than this, Caleb. So this is a one-on-one matchup. With a lot to fight for here. He's the only two-time champ in the history of Wide Bay Pro. Very cocky here. Just Papi Bishop.
Back in, then we can you out. 5, 6, bring it in. What are you doing?
If Bobby Bishop loses this match via countout, Renegade will be the new Wide Bay Pro Champion.
Is that confirmed? Yeah, okay, thank you. You're going to get back in the ring.
So look, you want the hell, man? Let's go, come on, bring it in. Yeah, bring it in, man, we start counting.
Champion's advantage just partially negated there.
Big boy.
A huge call from Wide Bay management. Obviously, Bishop has been retaining this title through unscrupulous means.
Champion's advantage is being tight.
One.
He's been able to get counted out and still have that that count out caused one of the only kick out of one by
Still my job, still my job.
just walked away from the wall that we're seeing right now.
Man, put two on, please.
Bishop now jaw-jacking with a member of the crowd. Crowd not too happy about Bishop's title reign. Let's acknowledge though, Bobby Bishop lost his two reigns to White Bay Pro Champion. Officially the person who got held that title longer than anyone. It's been a major circumstance. And he has had that title for 413 days in this reign alone. This single reign. The only reign that was longer was Bobby running shows due to COVID. That's how long Bobby Bishop has been champion, just in this reign. Not taking into account the also had a 200-plus day reign a couple of years ago. It truly is. The man has become synonymous with Wide Bay Pro. Ross coming through. He's taking the Wide Bay Pro Championship to a lot of countries, but that seems to be all in the pot. This version of Bobby Bishop. And now we see that count-out course isn't going to help Renegade if he's the one who gets counted out. He was. We've got Adam Brooks coming back next show. There's not many people who have defeated Adam Brooks in Wide Bay Pro Wrestling, but Renegade has done it. It's not an interstate title. It's the rebuilding. 6 suplex there. White Bay title. There's not much that Renegade hasn't managed in Wide Bay Pro. But getting to the top of the mountain, becoming Wide Bay Pro champion, it's been out of his reach so far. This could be the moment that the big boy finally gets the big belt.
Beat that little
So right now, it is going to be a slog. Both of these matches going like certified. Both of these men have a fighter's build. They throw these strikes with so much force. I don't know if you've seen some of Bobby Bishop. Oh, only a 2 count there. Bobby Bishop is an absolute machine. And the same can be said for Renegade, who's in maybe the best shape of his career. These men aren't tanks. They're throwing artillery back and forth.
Bring him in. Don't make me piss myself.
And you can see, and they can do it at any pace. They can throw these shots back and forth, or they can go full speed ahead. Either way, they are willing to go to war. And you can see Renegade picking up the pace there. A slightly faster pace would have to benefit the big boy. And the corners of those steel ring posts coming into play once again. See both these men are doing now trying to turn it again. Top tier. Come on, Bobby. This rules matches all and I want to point out, once again, we're hearing the pin count of the referee. These men are not letting themselves be confined to the ring. This is not just about out-wrestling your opponent. It's about beating your opponent. It's about teaming well, from Renegade's perspective, he has to put an end to the tyrannical reign of Bishop. And for Bishop, it's about ending the challenge that was going to fall in his side. That forearm! Bishop is completely unforgiving here. I'm glad that it seems like Renegade is still conscious after that blow. That, oh my goodness.
No clapping.
Referee Cody checking on the well-being of the big boy after that one. And Renegade asking for more, rolls out of the way. Takes a only a 2 count there for you have to wonder, when we're seeing blows like this lead to 2 counts, what is it going to take to put an opponent away? Well, he's clearly got something in mind here. The crowd is clearly behind Renegade right now. There is just no respect between these two men. Shots and flash back and forth. Went for the boot there, but intercepted by Renegade, who delivers that with a series of shots. Like, it doesn't matter who wins this match. I'm making that and you can hear it in the wide bay crowd. The energy in this match. Hit to the midsection there. By Bishop. Bishop lining something up. Hitting a senton to the back of Renegade. Only a 2 count there. The referee now counting to see if either man can make it back to their feet. So you can see at this point, this is when undeniable comes out. Bishop doesn't have that easy. That's right, there's no advantage that Bishop can take with the help of Logan Pearce and Rick Riley right now. setting up for something here, letting Renegade fall back up. We said disrespect before, this is a new level. Well, most physical. It's psychological. It's trying to convince me that he's trying to put that seed of doubt in his mind. To try and snuff out the fight in the and the right shots from Bishop. The elbow dodge, and now Renegade the Bishop signature blows coming from the big boy. Renegade looking for something here. Hamstring stunner! Delivered! And that could be the one-man championship! That was so close. Red Cody falling through. In the nick of time. This conversation's been happening lately. The ref's hand is not the thing in front. Roberto Soldo gets up before the ref is able to reach the count of 3. And Bobby Bishop at the last possible moment got that shoulder up. Whatever says it can take. Renegade taking aim, loading up. Bishop onto the ship, right out of it. Dumping the clothesline, gets Bishop up on the shoulders, once again, brought out. Bishop looking for the power drive, kick to the gut by Renegade. Handspring, loving blow across the back of Renegade. Comes off. Bishop down. The pile driver. The lightweight clothesline. And kick out at 2 by Renegade now.
Just hit the shoulder up.
These men have each taken the best shot their opponent has to offer and kicked out. We are in overtime now. This is ball game has been called. These two are still at war. Bishop just egging on Renegade, who despite kicking out, seems to have nothing left.
Like the lights might be on, but no one is on.
Looking for another pile driver. Is Bishop. But he gets kicked off. Over the shoulder to the big boy. Pushes Renegade right into ref 30. And making the cover.
Here's your winner, and still I got a call from White Bay Pro Management. This match is going to be restarted. And if Bobby Bishop is disqualified, Renegade will be the new White Bay Pro champion. Ring the bell.
Honestly, if you told me that I'd climb the mountaintop again and be a heavyweight champion, I wouldn't have believed you. But I worked my